This is AC35 Daily Update. The defender wins the Louis Vuitton qualifiers, takes a point to the America's Cup final, and now sits it out. The Kiwis lead the challengers and pick on the Brits for the semis. And it's the last adieu for France. Camas, Spithill, Burley, Ainsley. Here's a Nautical Channel Sports correspondent Nick Douglas with a Saturday's Bermuda report.
Hi Nautical Channel sports fans, this is Nick Douglas, otherwise known as the Sailor Girl, right here in the media press zone, waiting to chat to the skippers after the final day of racing in the Louis Vuitton America's Cup qualifying series. We'll get to chat to a few of the skippers here, and then we'll be heading into the press conference to hear who will be facing off with who in the Louis Vuitton America's Cup Challenger Series. Now, just what happened today, the first race did not disappoint. Emirates Team New Zealand versus Oracle Team USA, the decider for who would win the round robin and who would get that elusive bonus point if Emirates Team New Zealand were to go into the final, but definitely for the defenders, Oracle Team USA. Oracle Team USA held Emirates Team New Zealand out at the start, and they were never headed, with Emirates Team New Zealand also getting a boundary penalty. Perhaps they are starting to be under a little bit of pressure, even though they've been looking like such a smooth operator for the 35th America's Cup thus far.
We didn't quite get the start right. This time it was only by about a metre or so. We thought we were possibly able to get over the top, but not quite to be. But to run them down and get back in the lead by the first top marks was pretty pleasing for our speed and our program. So I think they'll definitely. We'll be back stronger from this. I think it's along the short, and we're really happy with the speed, happy with a lot of the stuff, but we definitely still have a lot to work on.
Yeah, I think you should be happy with your speed. You were faster out there. It's just that tactical gap that perhaps you have to make up.
Yeah, I think today we just didn't sail a very good race, and it's something that will be better for that. Something that, like we've been saying the whole time, we're here to learn, we're here to improve, and we're really happy with how we've been going, but we've got to get better.
The second race, we saw SoftBank Team Japan versus Land Rover BAR, and even though SoftBank Team Japan was a little bit faster around the racetrack, Land Rover BAR just sailed smarter, with Ben Ainsley on board and Giles Scott doing tactics, managing to hold the Japanese behind them to take a much-needed win for the Great Britain team. We saw Dean Barker take a penalty for a port and starboard at the top of the course. Interesting form from Dean Barker. We usually see him not make too many errors on a match racing front. Perhaps Ben Ainsley's prowess was enough to bring him unravelled. That was definitely your strength today. I mean, there's a saying that sometimes you just have to be the smartest, not the fastest. I think that was you today. But that said, when you match up against Emirates, do you think you're smart enough to match it?
Yeah, there's no doubt it's going to be tough for us because they've proven they're really strong in all wind ranges. But we do have certain sweet spots where we know we're going well and we can be competitive. We've got to put them under pressure, and I don't think they've been put under that much pressure at times through this qualifier. So if we can really get stuck in, who knows? If
you can sail a race like the race that you sailed against Dean today, where you just did not give him an inch, I'm sure you can do it.
Yeah, that's what we've got to do. We've got to push hard, and we've got the team to do that.
In the final race of the day, Artemis Racing took on Groupama Team France in their final race of the 35th America's Cup. Groupama had Team Franck down the side of their sail, which was just lovely to see, and Merci Bermuda. Lovely to see the French racing. Sad to see them go, but this is a competition, and we are going to keep progressing all the way through until we have a victor of the 35th America's Cup. A bittersweet day on the water today.
Yeah, it's a bad day. It's a bad day because we finished the campaign. It's a bad day also because we did a shit race today. Very proud to create this team, to launch this team, and to have the good ambience and good positive attitude to work together. Not in the comfortable situation with the time and the money we have, but. Even with that, was a very productive campaign, and we learned a lot, and this is important.
The final race of the day, Oracle Team USA versus Land Rover BAR, and neither skipper were letting up. They are good mates, but they definitely don't let each other have an inch. Jimmy won the start and was not headed from there, taking the final point of the Louis Vuitton America's Cup qualifying series, his ninth for the regatta, to give him the clear lead rather than finishing on equal points with Emirates Team New Zealand. Well sailed today, 2 wins and the important one against Emirates Team New Zealand.
Yeah, it was a great race, you know, pretty tricky conditions and just a high pressure race, you know, all for the bonus point, and just great to see the entire team respond and get the job done.
Yeah. And how much does that bonus point mean to you going into the final?
It means a lot. I mean, that was our goal. Our goal was to get the bonus point. We had some serious pressure yesterday, you know, we didn't perform as well as we'd like to, and Team New Zealand took the lead. But that's a sign of a strong team, is bouncing back. It's something we've always been good at.
Rounding out the Louis Vuitton America's Cup qualifying series, Oracle Team USA takes the win on 9 points with that bonus point from the Louis Vuitton America's Cup World Series. Emirates Team New Zealand with just as many wins but no bonus point on 8 points. Then on 6, Land Rover BAR, 5, Artemis Racing, on 3, SoftBank Team Japan, and saying goodbye to Groupama Team France and Frank Camas on just 2 wins from round robin 1.
Yeah, we've sat down as a team and we've decided that we'd like to pick BAR, Ben, and we believe with the forecast over the coming week that that's our best chance of progressing through.
And now we know who will be facing it off against each other in the Louis Vuitton America's Cup Challenger Series. Peter Burling, the helmsman of Emirates Team New Zealand, announced that they will be facing off against Land Rover BAR. They will have 2 matches tomorrow, as will Artemis Racing and SoftBank Team Japan. It is 1st to 5 in the semi-finals, and then it will be 1st to 7 for whomever makes it through to the Louis Vuitton America's Cup final against Oracle Team USA, bringing in that bonus point. Now that Oracle Team USA has under their belts, the challenger will have to win 8 races, as they will start on -1 going into the final. Wow, that's why Oracle Team USA fought so hard today against Emirates Team New Zealand, and tomorrow we'll bring you all of the action right here in Bermuda. My name's Nick Douglas, otherwise known as the Sailor Girl. Stay tuned to the Nautical channel for all of your 35th America's Cup updates.
The battle is full on for the Louis Vuitton America's Cup Challengers playoffs. Catch up with all the semifinal highlights and commentary on AC35 Daily Update with Sailor Girl and adventurer Nick Douglas from Bermuda. NC Sports, plunge into the action.